Oh, hey there, how you been? Good, good, yeah, me too. 2016, and we are back from vacation. Just a quick reminder of who we are. I am Filup Molina, that's my name in case you forgot it. And everything you see on this channel comes from just me and my buddy Ted over there. Hi, Ted.
Hi, Ted.
Yeah, Ted's editing a video right now while I shoot this because we are always working on videos, but that means since it's just the two of us, we gotta pick and choose very carefully what we're gonna give our time to, and 2016 is gonna make us make some really tough decisions because holy crap, there is so much good stuff coming out this year. And if you're not exactly sure what is good that you should care about this year, don't worry, that's the point of this video. But I actually also want your input on this. In fact, I need it because our little channel here, it's called New Rockstars because we think that the rock stars of today are whatever the internet cares about, and you watching this, hi, yeah, you're the internet. So while I think I've got a pretty good gauge for what those things might be, and maybe even on some stuff that isn't so popular but is so worth it, like Black Mirror, for instance, you gotta watch that. I'm just one ruggedly handsome man, and you are who we make the things for. So after this video, do me a favor, actually, and yourselves a little favor too, because we make this for you. Fill out this poll that I made. It's asking what you care about in 2016. It's got all kinds of TV shows and movies in there, but there's also a write-in section in case I forgot something. But you can also write in anything you want. If thousands of you write in there that you care about the iPhone 7 in 2016, and you want to know if they're actually going to get rid of the headphone jack, or you want to know what's going on with like Hyperloop trains, any of that stuff, I would be down to cover that too. Just let me know in that poll. You can also tweet at me at Fimo. But okay, on to the general list of what people are probably gonna care a lot about in 2016. Again, though, voice your opinion in that poll and then we'll know for sure. Let's do it. January. So starting off at the very beginning of this year, if you're anything like me, you just spent your entire break binging Making a Murderer, and then the only time you took a break from that binging was to watch the Sherlock Christmas special. It came out on New Year's Day. The crazy thing about it is that's it for Sherlock this year. There's no new episodes until at least January 2017. Sorry. January also marks the return of almost all of our big superhero shows, especially the DC ones. Supergirl already came back on January 4th, though I'm not actually watching that at the moment. You let me know if you think I should. And then starting January 19th, we get 3 days in a row of premieres on the CW with Flash that day, Arrow's back the very next day, and then the day after that, the 21st, you get the premiere of Legends of Tomorrow. I've actually heard pretty good things about that show, but my guess is you will like it if you like Flash, and you won't if you don't. February is super exciting because we get the freaking Deadpool movie. And by the way, just like how Deadpool claims in his recent TV ad, it's totally a good romantic movie you could take your significant other to go see. It's the beginning of Valentine's Day weekend, February 12th, but if your lame date is like, no, I don't like R-rated, blood-soaked superhero movies, fine, ugh. You'll just have to settle for zombies and the beginning of the absolute best storyline from the Walking Dead comics. It's about to get so good. That comes back on Little Cupid's birthday, February 14th. Gotham makes its return on the unluckiest birthday of all, February 29th, but I'm actually a little bit more excited about what happens on February 26th. That's the Netflix premiere of Fuller House. Do not judge me. I have just a morbid curiosity about it. I have no idea how the home of Daredevil and Jessica Jones and House of Cards is gonna do this stupid little show from my childhood. If it's as awkward as that video of Kimmy Gibbler dancing, I have to watch it. I'll be honest, you're probably gonna check it out too. Oh, also, did you know that they legitimately tried to get the Scarlet Witch herself, Elizabeth Olsen, to come in and play that part that her sisters won't play, Michelle Tanner? This is totally true. The producers went to Elizabeth Olsen's agent, and her agent was like, yeah, no, of course she's not gonna do that. That said, I actually can't blame them for trying. Like, what if they let her keep her Scarlet Witch powers? Be very cool. But we've also got a big surprise for you that should come out around that time. If you're a fan of our Game of Thrones prank, check out our channel in March. But also check it out before March and also after March. Marching forward, we get the return of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. on March 8th. And I gotta say, I've actually been really feeling Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. lately. Like, I do think it's a bit of a roller coaster of a show, but these last few episodes at least have really like messed with my heart, but like in the good way. I'm excited for it. Also, it's not exactly clear when, but somewhere around this time is my best guess for the new season of Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. And I will be honest, I kind of forgot this show existed until it popped into my head when Luke Cage kind of mentioned it.
You can't fix me. I'm
Unbreakable. Stay alive, damn it. It's a miracle.
but still I'm actually excited for it to come back. Okay, and now contrary to what was earlier reported, March 18th marks the return of Daredevil. Season 1 is up there as some of the best stuff that Marvel has ever done, and that long hallway fight scene, it's absolutely legendary. That said, the show's been known more for like its drama kind of than its action, but considering this upcoming season is gonna add Elektra and freaking Punisher, I think the action on this show is about to jump like 1,000 steps up. I also have a good feeling that we'll probably see Jessica Jones and maybe Luke Cage somewhere in there. It's all just overwhelming. It's too much. This is legitimately one of the things I'm most excited for in 2016. I just can't even comprehend it. Oh, and thank God earlier reports were wrong, because initially the rumor was that this was gonna come out a week later on March 25th, the same day as Batman vs. Superman. And my God, like that would be like if a father was having 2 newborn twin babies, but somehow they're being born at different hospitals and he has to decide which one to go to, and like the one he doesn't go to is gonna resent him forever and like probably get like mixed up into drugs and stuff. I think this metaphor holds up. But yeah, March 25th, Batman vs. Superman. This is a fight we've been debating since elementary school. Like Batman's brain versus Superman's brawn. I honestly can't wait to see Batfleck. I hear he's great, and if that is the case, then we're about to get a ton more Batman movies again. That's awesome. Also, according to Zack Snyder, there's all sorts of stuff that seemingly overloaded trailer did not show, and he says that's all gonna get people really psyched. I think just expect this thing to dominate the cultural conversation for a long time. And deservedly. In fact, I think that's all we'll be talking about for that whole month, because not much else happens that I know of until the next really huge thing, which might shut everyone up. Boom, April 24th, season 6 of Game of Thrones, the show that left us with a cliffhanger that at the time we didn't know was a cliffhanger. But then there were all these rumors in the off season, and yeah, Game of Thrones taught us that all men must die. But now we're asking, must all men stay dead?
Unbreakable, they alive, damn it, it's a miracle.
I've been reading the books for like the past month. I should be caught up before the show comes back, and I've already got so many juicy theories. You would be surprised how many clues are even in like the very first book about things that still haven't even happened yet. I'm just so excited to make those videos for you guys. They're gonna be great, but let's move on. I'm gonna take a guess and say right around here, I think that's where we're gonna see season 2 of Fear the Walking Dead. I'm guessing that because if it comes out and it's 15 episodes long, that would lead directly into season freaking 7 of The Walking Dead. So it just seems like good timing. I'm actually really excited for it because, well, the first season I know wasn't for everyone, but I'm a big fan of watching how people respond to outbreaks and disasters, so it completely worked on me. And season 2 is gonna address what every smartass comes up with as an idea of what they would do if a zombie apocalypse really happened. It's gonna explore getting on a freaking boat and seeing how you do in the ocean. That's something we've never really seen in a zombie TV show or movie that I can think of, and I can't wait to see what happens. And just as a reminder, in their universe, you don't need to get bit to turn. You just need to die. So no matter what, they're in trouble. May 6th, I'm gonna go out on a limb and suggest that this is gonna be the biggest box office weekend of the year, because you guessed it, that's Captain America Civil War, and I do not know if there's anything that can get us more hyped for this movie. In fact, it just hit me the other day that the Civil War story in the comics, it's interesting, but it doesn't exactly feel like it lives up to its potential. Then I realized that the movie is taking the really great premise and letting go of the stuff that's not so great, and it put it all in the hands of the guys that gave us the Winter Soldier, and that just made me excited all over again. And I'm just realizing again, it's the beginning of Marvel's Phase 3, like just the beginning of it. What a time to be alive. I just love life. There is only one movie that I can think that maybe has a chance at performing better than Civil War. It's actually not Batman vs. Superman, though. I think that movie is also gonna be mega huge. We'll get to that other movie though in just a little bit. Moving on, if you are a fan of epic comic book storylines in general, the hits just keep coming, because at the end of that month, May 27th, boom, XMen Apocalypse. The recent trailer actually looked pretty damn good, and since we all just fell in love with Poe Dameron, I'm now really excited to see what Oscar Isaac is gonna pull off with Apocalypse. Oh, and one thing to get you even more excited, you might not know this, one of Apocalypse's powers is to actually give new, stronger powers to other mutants, specifically his horsemen, and one of his horsemen in this movie is Magneto. I think we're gonna see the most badass version of Magneto yet, and he's already been amazing in those movies. I can't wait. No, I technically can wait, but only because I have to, because of the laws of physics and time. Side note though, my mom's birthday is May 27th, so thank you X-Men for giving me the perfect celebration for her.